Hi guys, I'm here today to talk to you about practice mindset. When people start coming for singing lessons, one of the first things that we end up talking about is how to practice. But before we even get a regime or a way that we do things, a lot of the time with this generation, we end up talking about the way that we think. We have this saying, I am my worst critic. But I'm here to tell you today that you're not supposed to be your own critic. You're supposed to be your own coach. And so we're going to unpack that a little bit more. So in our mind, each of us has a set of expectations. And let's just say we're talking about practicing our singing. And generally what we end up doing is having an expectation that's way too high. For example, I'm supposed to get this right straight away. But if that's your expectation, you actually are not going to meet it. There are two people in your body. There's little 6-year-old you who is singing the song, and then there's big you, grown-up you. And so when little tiny you, 5, 6, 7-year-old you has tried something vocally, they turn around and they look at big you to see how was that? How did that go? And big you, a lot of the time, instead of being a coach, ends up being a critic. And so they say, I've set the expectation, here it is, you missed it. You missed the mark. It wasn't perfect, you didn't get it right the first time, XYZ was wrong with what you did. And you might be thinking, yeah, but like, I need to have high standards for myself because I want to achieve a lot. But what happens when you set those bars so high that when you fail to reach them the first or the second try, what makes you think that you're going to want to try again? Can I encourage you that if you had an actual little person in front of you and you could see where they were at, you wouldn't set the bar that high. In fact, you would know to set it a lot lower and be like, look, this is this person's first time, quite nervous and needing to grow in confidence in this area. I need to set this bar low so that they achieve it, so that they can feel confident to go to the next level. And then you're going to see a pattern of growth. And that's what we really want to achieve with our vocal practice time. So before you get a schedule, before you get a plan about how you're going to go about it, can I encourage you to address the expectations that you have in your own mind and to actively lower them, because then you're going to see increased growth that goes exponentially above what you have been seeing previously. A part of our course here at the moment is called the Practice Mindset Declaration. Now this is the best way for you to reset your expectations for your practice time. Let me walk you through it. This is my declaration. I, Tamsin, don't need to sing perfectly in my practice time today. I lower my self-expectation from, insert what your expectation is there. So let's just say I lower my self-expectation from I have to get it right the first time and choose to have grace for myself. I can have peaceful thoughts towards my practice time because I break the lie that I have to get it right the first time, or whatever your lie is that you're breaking. The truth is, this is my first time and I'm just kind of getting the lay of the land. I declare that I have the self-control to have grace and peace for myself as if it were for somebody else. I will coach myself to take every thought captive and make it obedient to the truth. I break any and all agreements with anxiety, stress, or fear, and I sign on with peace, self-control, and grace to filter my inner process. My one goal for my practice today is to have a go. That's it. No expectation. What does that mean? How much? How little? Not specified. Just to have a go. That's it. My lowered expectation for myself is explore. Oh, that's how that works. Interesting. Okay, I didn't get it right, but now I understand more. I will not add to this apart from joy and fun. This is my declaration. So have a go, make your own declaration. We're going to rewire our brains to make practice time a creative space of innovation and exploration. All right.